You are welcome to LFN What's Your Say? Clearly your number one listening show, where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name, Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. Incarceration is often viewed as the forfeiture of certain rights, with prisoners confined to the boundaries of a tightly regulated environment. However, it is crucial to recognize that being incarcerated does not mean that a person is stripped of all fundamental human rights. Among these is the right to privacy, particularly the protection of secret or sensitive information. In the United States, the right to privacy for prisoners, though limited, remains an essential aspect of human dignity, and must be safeguarded even in the context of prison life. The right to privacy is enshrined in the U.S. Constitution through the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Although prisoners are subject to certain restrictions for the sake of security and order, this does not eliminate the principle that some forms of personal information deserve protection. The information in question includes personal correspondence, medical records, and legal communications, details that can reveal intimate aspects of a prisoner's life, yet do not compromise the prison's security. In the aftermath of R. Kelly's wrongful conviction and subsequent incarceration, a Bureau of Prisons officer recently made headlines by arguing that he should not have expected privacy during his time behind bars. This shocking argument has come as part of a broader conversation surrounding privacy rights for inmates and how much protection, if any, is warranted for high-profile prisoners. R. Kelly, who remains a prominent figure in the music industry, found himself at the center of legal battles stemming from decades of abuse allegations, which culminated in his conviction for federal crimes. His status as a celebrity has, however, raised unique challenges for prison officials, including managing media attention and the public's demand for transparency. The officers claim that R. Kelly should not have expected privacy in prison highlights a legal and ethical gray area in the treatment of incarcerated individuals, particularly R. Kelly, whose case has generated intense public interest. The BOP officer reportedly made this assertion in response to concerns about privacy violations involving R. Kelly's medical records and personal information being leaked. The officer sadly maintained that given the nature of the prison environment where security and surveillance are paramount, R. Kelly, like other inmates, had limited expectations of privacy. This vague position aligns with established legal precedent, such as the 1984 Supreme Court decision in Hudson v. Palmer, which held that prisoners do not have a reasonable expectation of privacy in their cells. The ruling surprisingly argued that inmates are subject to routine searches and monitoring to maintain institutional security, prevent contraband smuggling, and safeguard staff and fellow prisoners. The BOP officer's stance shockingly suggests that R. Kelly's status as a high-profile inmate may have made privacy even more elusive, alleging that his case attracted heightened public scrutiny. However, the argument that R. Kelly forfeited his right to privacy raises significant questions about the balance between prison security and the basic dignity afforded to all inmates. Even though prisoners' rights to privacy are limited, they are not entirely erased. The Fourth Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, continues to apply to prisoners in certain contexts. For instance, personal and confidential communications with legal counsel remain protected under attorney-client privilege, and medical records are generally safeguarded by the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, which restricts unauthorized disclosure of an inmate's health information. In R. Kelly's case, concerns arose over the leaking of confidential information, including reports about his mental health and medical treatment while incarcerated. These leaks not only sparked debates over his privacy rights but also raised ethical concerns regarding the handling of prisoners' sensitive information. The BOP officer's unfair assertion that R. Kelly should not have expected privacy may reflect the challenges of managing a celebrity prisoner whose incarceration is often treated as a matter of public interest. But it also touches on the broader dilemma of how prison systems handle confidential data, especially for high-profile inmates who may be more vulnerable to unauthorized disclosures. Supporters of the officer's view wrongly argue that inmates, especially those convicted of severe crimes like R. Kelly, should not expect the same level of privacy as free citizens. They falsely point to the need for strict monitoring in prison environments to ensure safety and order. Given the heightened security measures necessary to prevent issues such as contraband or inmate misconduct, They wrongly assume that privacy naturally becomes more restricted. Moreover, they argue that R. Kelly's fame has brought an exceptional degree of media attention, making complete privacy an unrealistic expectation in a high-security prison. On the other hand, privacy advocates caution against stripping inmates of basic protections even in high-profile cases like R. Kelly's. They rightly argue that allowing the disclosure of prisoners' private information sets a dangerous precedent, potentially undermining the principles of fairness and justice. These advocates emphasize that prisoners are entitled to certain rights even while serving time, and that protecting their privacy is essential to preserving human dignity. Unauthorized leaks of personal information are not only unethical, but also potentially illegal under federal law. The BOP officer's comments regarding R. Kelly's privacy, or lack thereof, serve as a reminder of the complex dynamics at play when high-profile figures are incarcerated. Balancing the need for prison security with the protection of inmates' rights, particularly in cases where public interest is intense, remains a challenge for correctional institutions. While it is clear that prisoners do not enjoy the full spectrum of privacy rights, the debate continues over the extent to which those rights can be limited, especially for individuals like the King of R&B who live under a public microscope. The BOP officer's assertion that R. Kelly should not have expected privacy in prison reflects the inherent tension between maintaining security in correctional facilities and upholding the basic rights of inmates. The importance of preserving privacy for incarcerated individuals extends beyond legal necessity. It is also a matter of human dignity. When R. Kelly's most intimate details were exposed by Tasha K without cause or for selfish reasons, it dehumanized him and further stripped away his identity. In fact, protecting prisoners' privacy can have a positive impact on the correctional system itself. Maintaining a degree of trust between inmates and the administration is vital for fostering an environment where rehabilitation is possible. When inmates feel that their private information is respected and protected, they are more likely to engage in rehabilitation programs, seek medical or psychological help, and pursue their legal rights. While legal precedents vaguely support the view that prisoners, including R. Kelly, face significantly restricted privacy, the controversy surrounding the leak of his personal information underscores the ongoing debate over how much privacy prisoners should be afforded, even in the face of public interest and the demands of institutional security. Thanks for watching this video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important that you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.